you're an early stage or emerging B2B company and your revenues have flatlined or they're starting to decline or you're not getting any traction at all. What do you do? So there are three things that I would suggest you look at, and these three, are really the most common. Like 98% of the time, if you fix these three things, you're gonna be okay. The first is your product market fit. It's likely that you are attacking too wide of a market, particularly in the early stages. You want to really, really narrow your focus where you have the highest propensity to win. The second is in your messaging. Most of the messaging that I see is god awful. It's marketing buzzwords. It's talking about things like productivity and efficiency and streamlining and so forth. That's ticket to play stuff today. I mean, that doesn't move the needle for anybody. And the messaging doesn't address the results and outcomes that are most meaningful for our target audience. So, messaging is another thing to really take a look at. And then the third is execution. There's something in your sales process that's not working. And it's likely what's happening is you're moving buyers along before they've internalized the problem or before they've internalized the value of making a changing out of the status quo. And, that typically manifests by somebody sends in a form and says, hey, we're interested. We want to get some pricing and see a demo. We get on the call with them and ask the band questions, and this is great. And, we've got somebody who's really interested. Let's show them a demo. Let's get them a proposal, and then they ghost you. So having a sales process that's focused on winnable deals and keeping the discipline around that is really, really important to helping you get traction. Now, as I opened with, frequently it is, in my experience, it's been a little bit of tweaking that needs to go in, one, two, or three of these things. It's not wholesale changes, except around the messaging. A lot of times you need to make wholesale changes around messaging. But that's where you're gonna find your problem in the product market fit and how you're targeting your audience or the audience you're targeting in your messaging or in your sales process.